Is it possible, Jukka is here, so can you, Jukka, share the screen? Meri is here, good.
So it's like 3 minutes for the presentation, thanks.
Yes, Meri, are you able to share the screen?
Yes, just a second.
Okay, so we are Fridays of the Future group, and we answered the SDG 12 challenge with Chloe. Chloe is a home cultivating device for chlorella. The reason we are entering the market is that there is no home cultivating chlorella device on the market. Here is our high-level solution. Chloe has interactive software, so it is accessible for everyone. On the right, you can see a photo of our screen on the device, an application which will show cultivation time, temperature, pH level, mixture ratio, and memory. We also provide subscription-based application that has extra features. The application has remote access and control, deeper educational materials, and also group chats where users can chat about their cultivations. The third thing that is in our product portfolio is plant nutrition. We will sell different chlorella algae in different regions. When customers buy Chloe, they get 1 month worth of plant nutrition and 1 free month of application. Here is our, next slide, please. Here is our technical solution of the device. Speaker is for accessibility and for interactive software with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection options. Automatic UV LED light with integrated pH sensor to meet required amount of light. Waterproof capsule with detachable silicone parts. Glass container with integrated shade feature to orientate brightness according to the light. Sticker solar cells for charging the battery. From the touchscreen, person can see the different information. Also, remote charging option is at the back, like charging phones remotely.
These mock-ups describe my Chloe application lifecycle from planning to production. The prototype of design product is developed based on best practices of user interfaces and usability design. By including the detailed phases of planning and understanding need on the market, designing and developing product prototype. We used affinity diagram to present an analysis of the my Chloe application, focusing on user categories, core features, experimental features, problems, and benefits. And to understand the application usage in detail, the customer journey map, empathy map, and user personas were created. This page created overall understanding of the use cases and features that would create extra value for customers using our product. We considered different users and their needs, as well as what kind of features we ourselves would want. Selected solutions and user scenarios led to mock-ups. The mock-up pictures include design login, home screen, and education view. Next slide. We choose visual and layout patterns as our design patterns since we feel these are the most important and required patterns to make the app feel professional and look appealing. Direct icons have also been used to improve the aesthetic design to communicate to the user what a specific component function is. And as for the use layout pattern, we utilize it to ensure that the interface follows a strict guideline and is consistent throughout the whole application, which makes it application easy to use and understand. And the layout patterns give the application guideline on how to arrange content within the screen. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. It was pretty nice, very much concise, timely manner. So you have like 2 things, right? One is the device that you have showed to us. Another one is the apps. Is it that you are connecting both of them, if I'm not wrong?
Yes, it's both, because the device has the application, so it can be interactive and accessible to everyone.
Yeah. I sort of like that, how you are connecting the physical device into these mobile apps. It's quite because normally, like if you see other people are working mostly in the web platform or on the apps, but you are also having this tracker or sensor or whatever connecting the other things. Now, question about this. Again, I have sent you the Excel sheet. So if you have any question, you can write there, please. But anyway, overall it was good. The presentation was quite nice. It was pretty much short. I don't know if Annie would like to say anything.
Totally agree. It was really clear and nice to sort of sense that you have really prepared and thought through this. Also the presentation as well as the prototype and the thing you are developing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think also the timing, because you guys have really, even the last class, you have, because I was tracking, the last class was 2 minutes and 52 seconds. And right now also you have been able to finish in 3 minutes. And this is also pretty much important when you are sort of working in the professional life. This is very important because some of the groups are finding it difficult to maintain the time. But anyway, we always learn from this, which is like this group, Fighters of the Future. Future is a good example of maintaining the time as well. I think, no, I do not have any question from my side. So I am expecting question with the Excel sheet. Yeah, basically on the Excel sheet, my question was, because what I'm trying to add some new question today. On the checklist, I added a question, it's called, did it clearly highlighted the problem? Yes or no, 0 to 5 scale. I would say it indeed, I'd like to score 5, but of course I cannot input there because it's like you have to input by yourself. Any question from the on-site participants?
Could you maybe divide us the chat link? I'm not at least able to get it.
Yeah, okay, let me share this again to you. Yeah, but basically you don't get any question. There is no question so far. Okay, so what could be the next stage? Because no one is asking question. It may be everyone is happy, so there is no question. So what could be the next stage? So of course, on the next class, there will be lecture of this today impact assessment, and then are you thinking to improve this prototype design or any adding some new features? Or is that something you have been thinking, or you are keeping the same from it?
Well, we like the design ourselves, but of course, if anyone has something we could improve, we could, but we probably, since there's no comment how to improve, we probably will talk in the group and wonder if there's something we come up with ourselves that could improve the design or the interface, so it would be even better for the users.
Perfect, thanks, Smita. One more quick question, we don't have that much time, but if you were to launch your product this in the market, what do you think, how much time it might take, or what could be the challenge that you might face? Just very few quick words, that's it.
I think it would take a 3-month pilot. We should have usability surveys on our app and our product, so we could get feedback from there that we don't get now, so we can improve our status and then get a pilot area. I think that might take 3 months, so we could launch this.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. No, I think that's okay. And any challenges that you think? Few words.
Well, maybe actually like combining all the physical elements on the device, that might be the most hardest one. Maybe the application is the easiest one on that.
Yeah, but I think like there are a couple of companies and startups all over the world that you can keep in touch. So basically they can supply, like in Chinese companies or in Asia as well. So they can cope up with the hardware. But thanks very much again. So well done, guys, Fighters of the Future. And now moving to the next presentation. So I can only see the names because of the technical error in my machine. It's Samiha, Yani, Saad, Asif, Roshan. So the group.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yani, can you tell me your group name, please? Because I cannot see from my machine. Sorry.
Yes, we are A team.
Which group, sorry?
Team A.
Oh, team A, right. Let me
Yeah.
paste. Yeah, A team, yeah.
Okay, so I will start now. So hello everyone. My name is Jani Palomäki and I'm from A team. So our team's idea is to build EcoSaver which motivates homeowners to track their water, electricity and heating consumption. And through our reward system, we turn sustainability into daily rewarding choice for net zero carbon future. And here's our EcoSaver business model. So we need to team up with organizations like FIVA, utility companies, IoT firms, and telecom providers. And along with the making connection with partner companies, our main activities include development of our application, collecting real-time data, and analyzing it. And what makes us unique is our approach. So we don't just track resource use, we offer rewards, set goals, and offer a unified platform to real-time resource consumption monitoring. And we are dedicated to customer relationship, offering 24/7 support, staying engaged with partners and deeply valuing customer feedback. And our app is designed for individuals, families, and business partners who share our vision for a sustainable future. And our cost structure involves investments in development, marketing, customer support, and data infrastructure. And our revenue streams comes from commission from partners and advertising space within the app. And as we progress, we keep close eye on the environmental and societal effects and aiming for a well-rounded approach that brings benefits to everyone. So here's some technical details. So we are going to develop our application with React Native. Our backend is powered by AWS IoT services, ensuring secure connectivity with IoT devices. And we are using MongoDB database for real-time analytics and machine learning for dynamic smart home data. And here's our key application features. So device connectivity, so that users can manage and monitor smart home devices. And secondly, we have carbon points calculation based on energy consumption. And then we have statistics charts to visualize daily resource consumption and reports for weekly and monthly usages. And one of the most important part is the rewards feature for carbon points utilization. And here you can see our application prototype, which we have created in Figma. So on the left, you can see the first screen where you can follow up available carbon points and offers of the day. Also, energy usage will be shown by category. And then there are screens for consumption, carbon points, settings, and how users can see their IoT devices and connect them easily from our application. So thank you very much. And now it's time for questions.
Okay, my one question would be, haven't you guys like worked on this mockup or prototyping, or just this was the only thing that you have come up?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
So we cannot see any mockup or any prototype. Is it the only business model that you have come up?
You cannot see my slide from the prototype before?
Okay, can you show me again, please? Sorry, maybe I
Yes,
had.
sir.
Yep.
So this screen?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, because I was trying to work on the Excel.
Yeah, we have also this Figma link where we of course have this prototype and we can show the example more, but because of this time limit, we just
I think we have some time because there is no question. You can show us, please.
Yeah. So if this worked, this. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, here you can see that. Yeah, so here's our prototype, what we have done. So this is the main screen.
Yeah.
And I think the main point here is these carbon points. This is the biggest thing in our application. So users can collect based on their consumption habits, these kind of carbon points. And then they can kind of use it for the different kind of offers of the day. So for example, they can get something off from their next electricity bill or something like that. So and then we can have that kind of consumption reports where we can follow up how much electricity, water, and heat family or individual has spent in the month. So to track their consumption.
Right.
But yes, there's something we still need to do more. So
Yeah.
it's not finished yet,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I think that's okay. Thanks very much
okay,
for that,
thank
for
you.
showing us to you. One question that you have come up with the age group, if I'm not wrong, from 25 to 55 in LUT region. And also, what could be the reason?
Well, if we think about this kind of different applications, we think that this age group is the most kind of common in our case. And these are also the people who have maybe interested to kind of buy different technologies because our application needs different IoT devices so they can kind of build up this kind of network in their home. So yeah, that's pretty much of it. But we have also some technical team in here today. So maybe if some other one have some comments.
Yeah.
Yes, I can maybe continue here. So it's pretty much what Jani said, that we were thinking of which age group would be fluent with IoT devices and interested in integrating them into this app, and also people who are concerned about their consumption and are willing to reduce the consumption for these rewards. Is something that kind of comes in quite a large age group, but it's people over 25 who usually already are in the work life and they have these electricity bills and water bills and also from the heating and everything, and they start to get more interested in tracking their consumption in this way. And also at the like the top head of our range of people of 55, they are also still people who are kind of well, interested in this, and also they have the skills to use the tech and monitor their usage through an application.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Thank you. Nice presentation. Thank you very much for showing us the prototype as well as describing the technical part of it. And also this, because the reason why I was asking, because you mentioned about these motivating users, then I was thinking about these older citizens, because 55 plus. But then, of course, when you talk about the older people, they are not maybe that much motivated towards the rewards, but they would like to maybe give something rather than taking something from the people. So because those are the giver people. So yeah. Okay, so now maybe we move to the next group, but then again, I would like to encourage everyone to fill up this Excel sheet. This was the A team. Yes, this was the A team. Thank you, Emma. Yes. So now we are moving to the next group. So as you can see, the time is there. Is Yanita Rupenilo.
Yes, we are here.
Perfect. And your group name, please.
So we are water warriors.
Perfect.
And you should now see my screen.
Just to let you know, the last time your presentation was a bit close to 5 minutes. So this time just try to
Yeah,
stick.
we have tried to improve.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Okay. Perfect. So are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Good. So hi everyone, we are Water Warriors and here is our development presentation. So our identified challenge is that despite the Nordic households having abundant water resources and reasonable rates, the lack of awareness and sustainability in consumer water consumption is a concern. And to solve this, we have built AquaAware, an application helping households to save water by utilizing sensors, AI, and gamification. Our focus is to bring the water use information and possible water-saving tips into an easily accessible format.
Yes, the first layout of our app features homepage, which shows the water usage during the current month with wave-like visualization to help the user understand how much they have used water compared to the average. Under the water sensor section, the home appliances that have sensors attached to them are listed and the water use of specific appliance is displayed to the user. Sorry. The red triangle on the shower indicates that the water usage is noticeably high, and by opening the shower sensor details, there are AI-powered suggestions to help reduce the water use of the specific appliance. With the round plus icon, user can add new sensor appliances to the app as well. And that's about it of the first layout. Next, Robert will tell you about the second view.
Yeah, so the second screenshot displayed in the middle of the slide is called reward screen with some gamification elements. At the top of the screen, you'll see notification for your most recent token or achievement earned through efficient water usage. Below it, you'll find earned points, current rank, and the points needed for the next rank or level. And below that is the earned tokens for displaying achievements earned by saving water in your household. For example, in this screenshot, the user has earned shower sprinter token by not taking too long showers. And the token also tells that the user has a streak of 17 days of doing this. Yes.
Yeah, and lastly, the third layout shows our statistics page of the app, which has different water use related data that can be viewed through bar charts and other visualization methods. In the page, user can filter the data visualization to, for example, view the water consumption of the current year or by specific sensor to better understand the overall water usage in their household for a longer period of time. And that's it for the AquaAware prototypes. Let's look at the business model of our solution next.
Yes, so the business model of AquaAware focuses on cost-effective water conservation solutions for Nordic households, powered by the strategic partnerships. Our revenue streams include advertising, unit sales, water utility partnerships, and data sales. By optimizing water usage with our user-friendly application, we save costs, conserve resources, and promote sustainability. So yeah, thank you for your interest, and do you have any questions?
Yeah, thanks very much. How did you guys, you will be connecting the AI? And in terms of the gamification, we can see that the points are there, but how are you using that points?
Well, I can maybe start. So for the point system, so always when there is a certain, because the whole, like the water saving overview in here shows the kind of average in the app users, how much average app users are using. So how much you go under it, you can get the points. I apologize, we didn't include the scale in here, but we have it, we will be presenting that in the 15-minute presentation. But the point is that as much as you go below the average, you are kind of evaluated better, so you get more points, and then you can use the points.
Yeah, thanks.
Was that clear? Okay, and can someone else answer to the AI?
Do you maybe, Roope, have some insight on this, since I'm not sure? Well, yeah, I think that, yeah, go ahead.
Well, how we thought about using the AI was that, like in the first picture, the shower, there is the consumption is larger than usually. So when the user clicks it, it tells that you should not shower this long, and here are some possible reasons for it, and you can chat with it, and it will tell you how to fix it. Like the shower should be.
AI provided suggestions.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Okay, if you can close your slide, then we can see the Excel, if there is any question. No questions today. Right. Okay, so then if no question, then I would like to ask a question again.
Okay.
The sensor thing, right? How much it might cost for the sensor? Because the cost estimation, if I am a user, why would I use, I mean, have you guys done like this cost estimation? Will it be an expensive process with that application? And then...
Yeah, so we have not yet done super high level search on the prices, but the aim is that we will use in general the water meters of every apartment, so that's kind of cheapest option for the users, and then these sensors are something that you can get if you want, and then we will try to drive the cost as low through the partnerships. So for example, finding a co-development partner for getting the sensors, so that these could be kind of included in the service, so that we could drive the cost down. But we agree that it's maybe like the biggest failing point of this innovation, because it can be really not cost efficient.
Right, that's okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for the detailed answer. Thank you. Good job.
Hi, I have a question from behind the screen. Can't you see our writings in the Excel? Because we have written questions there to the groups.
Right, okay, I cannot see for some reason.
Okay, if you scroll down, because this was the last.
I am sorry, okay, oh yeah, sorry, there was some question, I am so sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to ask that.
They have a couple of the questions, yes, yeah, so you can see these questions there. Yeah. So guys, you can just have a look at that.
Link is not working.
So it's that last 3 questions, right? If I see them correct. Or...
Yeah, so regarding the question, what user can do with the earned points or rewards?
Just put this idea.
Okay, there's some discussion going on. Is it okay if I answer now?
Yeah, go ahead, Erika.
Yeah, so what user can actually do with earned points or rewards? We have had some ideas regarding this, and some way to claim rewards through the points collected could be, for example, planting a tree in somewhere, or getting a new theme or token or character for themselves in the app, or if user has enough points, they could actually claim a new sensor for themselves. But these are just like preliminary ideas that would need some reshaping. And I don't remember what the other question was, since it's hidden now.
Yeah, I think that's okay, but I just type the answers there now, because we have to move to the next group. Thank you for the questions, Emma, Fighters of the Future. And Thank you for the nice presentation as well. So now at 2:30, the group is there. Yeah, it's the physical group. Step. The group Seals of Geometry, yeah?
I think someone needs to stop sharing.
Someone need to, okay, so stop share sorry, I'm stopping the sharing. So you can share now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time your presentation was quite nice, finished in 3 minutes.
Yeah, we tried. So we'll try to within the time limits as well today. So good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. So our group members are having another class, and today they're having examination. So that's why we were able to come today, 2 of us, because they were taking the exam. So as you know, that our group was working on the plant-based meat solution, and we came up with our team and we did some brainstorming, and our problem statement would be the provision of sustainable and ethical source of protein, and this will improve the current listed things within the population. And also the most important thing is, in our opinion, is that it will also improve the low-income countries, because the 30% in low-income countries, 30% of people does not have access for protein and omega-3 foods. So our solution would help to improve the situation. And what we were thinking was, like, we were thinking about the creation of application which will promote the plant-based meat. And this application will include environmental impact calculator. So whenever you buy, it will calculate how much CO2 you have saved. It will be easy for registration. It will consist of product catalog. It will provide personalized recommendations. You will find the recipes to make ready food. It will have the educational and the gamification content, and also our plan is to integrate with social media. And these apps, one of the most important features, which is the security.
For technical selections, we have chosen Java as our primary programming language for both the front end and the back end. This choice was driven by Java's versatility, robustness, and wide adaptation in the mobile development space. Also, to streamline our development process, we have chosen Visual Studio for our general development needs and Android Studio especially for our Android app developments. And security is a top priority in our application. For user authentication, we have implemented OAuth Authentication 2.0 and Firebase Cloud Messaging for our push notifications. And also we are using Google Maps API for geolocation services. So here's our look for mockup looks for our application. So it's easy to register, and user can track their impact of SDG goals, and they can get the bonus points every order. They also see the nearest restaurants that serve plant-based meat, and see the list of the shops that sells plant-based meat. Also, they can coordinate the supply chain.
And that's the reference that we have used. So thank you very much for your attention.
Yeah, thank you very much. Perfect timing, 2.54 seconds. So there are some questions that I was following that Excel anyway. Yeah, I have been buying this plant-based veggie burger. So I was buying it from Prisma and making the burger by myself. So how are you thinking from that cost side? For me, it looks like, yeah, of course, if you go to the Burger King or maybe Hans Burger, there is a veggie burger. It's not that even expensive.
Yes, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper, yes. So this might be a good possibility. I can see that the future of it. Which databases you use? There are questions you can see.
The database that we're talking about. For the software part. So let me open Yeah.
And also question from the green innovators as well, you can see.
So we cannot answer to the database side because our person who developed this idea is taking the exam in another class. So if it's possible, we'll answer in the chat.
Yeah, you can answer later.
In the chat, yes.
Because if that guy has some exam, so that's fine, no problem. So another question. So what type of consumers are your target audience?
So our target audience would be the mostly middle-aged people because nowadays a lot of people who are in the ages between 20 and 60, they are the most, let's say, class of people who are aware of this CO2 related issue. And we think that by having this group as our customers, we would gain the market easier with this class. Of course, we'll also be targeting to older people and the younger generation as well. But our main target will be between the people between 20 and 60.
Yeah, okay, so social feature of the app, how rewards points be utilized?
So so we are now thinking about the bonus system. So if you reach some certain level, then you will get discounts for your several shoppings. So we did not exactly define it, but probably it would be like if we reach some certain level, then it will give incentive like in the amount of certain percent for next coming certain shops.
Yeah, I think that's all. So no questions so far, but you can see the grading about your prototyping, and this people have been also giving you the score with which you can follow and improve your prototype and some other features like design features if it is good enough or some. There's another question as well.
Okay, so
yeah, I think that's okay for now.
Based on that, we'll try to improve.
Yeah. I'm also trying to generate more questions in the class as well. So thanks very much, guys. It was very good, yes.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Yeah, so they will be answering the question based on the database. Okay, there is one more question. What are the marketing policies to get to the non-vegetarian people? Guys, another good question. What are the marketing policies to get to the non-vegetarian people? Asked by Innovation for Green.
What are the policies?
Yeah, what are the marketing policies to get to the non-vegetarian people? It's a very good question.
Non-vegetarian.
How can you attract the non-veg guys?
So
marketing policies. Yeah, please.
So I think the very first point for us would be the price, because price is very important. Like if you go to developed countries, yes, people care much more about the CO2 issues and like environmental impacts. But if you go to developing countries, then they mostly care about the price. So price would be our first priority, but second our priority would be the...
No, it's not. The question is, how can you attract the non-veg guys?
By defining the cost.
What is your marketing policy? Yeah.
Probably we should speak here.
Okay. We can define the health aspects of this kind of product that people maybe in the Middle Ages are suffering from kind of diseases. So if we define those aspects, then we can convince them in order to use this kind of products instead of meat or other kind of products that are harmful to their health. I think it would be the most important thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, thanks very much. Now we are just going to the next group, please. It's okay. That's Amir. Is there?
SDG
Sarah is
for the
there
win.
as well. Yes, Sarah.
Yes.
So yeah, you can share the screen there.
Can you do it and open the notes? I go bring my glasses.
I think you are sharing the Excel sheet in Zoom, right? Zoom chat.
Yes, it's
Can you
there.
do it one more time,
I can
please?
send you one. Sorry. Yeah.
Actually, I should.
Yeah.
First, you have to think about this. So this is my strategy.
Dessert before. Oh, this one?
Yes, but now everybody sees my notes.
Yeah, but I should.
I don't know. So now how do we do this?
I just share the screen.
Full screen.
Oh, okay. How can
I
you
don't
download
want
this?
anybody to see this.
Okay, I'm not sure, but can you download this?
Maybe you can open.
Can you
the
just
desktop
download that?
application?
How do you
No.
do that?
The PowerPoints.
Yeah,
Desktop.
sure.
Thing. Everything.
Okay, this is finished. So can you download this and just share it? That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Helena, download to computer. Yes. It's 1 second. Everybody wants to know about our project. We know. Just stay put.
Do you need your notes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Should stop sharing and share screen.
Is it like that? Now everybody sees the whole screen. I don't want to.
No, but now it's okay.
No, it's not okay. I don't want. I need to read this.
I know.
Okay, so what's the name of that book?
Okay. Now it's everything.
I don't see my notes. No, I don't see my notes.
Why?
Enable content. Just click the enable content.
Yes.
Yeah. And this. What is? Click this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, but I want to see my notes.
Okay. Why it's not? You haven't shared it. Anyway.
Yeah. And immediately sharing Windows. Maybe just sharing the Windows, right?
Yeah.
That's one. And that's one. Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys, we're a bit late, so but.
Yeah, but I need my notes. Do you have your computer with you? I mean,
Okay, what do you need?
do you have your computer so you can share? I can read my notes here.
The problems. I think.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, you can send it to this chat and then I can open from here.
Yeah. Sorry, how do I do that?
Okay, so open the Zoom. Open the Zoom.
Open the Zoom is here.
Oh, sorry, press that.
Here. There. here.
Where is the chat?
There. Just send it only to you.
Yeah, just send it to me. There.
Yeah. Oh, everybody got it.
Yeah,
It's
is
okay.
it okay?
Yeah, whatever.
No problem. By the way.
Okay, now we can go here.
Yeah,
Where
no,
you can. Huh?
So you mean here for you?
Okay, so guys, so the question they will be asking like about what's the name of your group? I need to know that.
SDG for the win.
Okay,
Okay, we are still.
okay, so there was some issue with the PowerPoint, but now finally we're there. So I'm sharing
he's
it
gonna
from
share.
my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just sharing the whole screen so you can see that it's going on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can just tell me when to go to the next slide. Go there. Right.
All right.
Yeah, you can start this.
All righty. Okay. All right. So, hello everybody. Is everybody here listening?
Yes.
Is everybody listening?
Yes.
Hi. Our group is SDGs for the Win, and our project is EcoWave for 4.fi. In our group, it's me, it's Amir, Jonathan, Mohammed, Hassan, and Katrin. All right, next. So, people want to go tourism in Finland, but they don't know how to do it sustainably. We have collected few pain points. First off is the accessing support. We have some pain points in volunteer feature that people are not that aware about how to fight the climate change, and they find it difficult people find it difficult to be discovered as volunteers since there are no platforms to gather all them in. Second one is travelers are not well informed about traveling and accommodating eco-friendly. Local businesses, travelers are not also acquainted what are the businesses around their trips. And about some also in our alert feature, people are also not acquainted of the local weather. Alrighty, and the first feature, volunteer network. Second. Okay, so I'll open also here so I can see also. Okay, so in our platform that gathers the volunteers, it's to maintain and regenerate nature that will provide opportunities for people who get involved in addressing the SDGs at local level. So you can develop, for example, your profile and get discovered. And these are the relevant SDGs. We have found 2, Goal 13 and Goal 15. All right. And some guides for sustainable travel. So it's a series of guides to support people to make more sustainable decisions based on their location and context of their situation. For example, you can go berry picking, or you get more information about where you can camp. Alrighty. And the relevant SDGs, we recognize 3, decent work and economic growth. 2nd, responsible consumption and production, and climate action. 3rd feature is the alerts in our application. For example, it will give you alerts where you cannot set a bonfire, where your dog has to be on a leash, and wherever there's too slippery, for example. All right, and it's also based on the GPS. Here are the relevant SDGs: decent work and economic growth, responsible consumption and production, life on land, and climate action again. All right, and then how to live like a local. Our application enables all the tourism to live like a local, to eat like a local, go travel guide as a local, stay, and also we also provide some of the artists and organizations. So you can go and spend your money there. And the relevant SDGs: no poverty, decent work and economic growth, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production. And here, this is our business model. So maybe a bit fast, where our money will go to is to marketing and sales, and our developer costs, IT infrastructure, cloud service providers. And how we get revenue to our company will be through ads and government funding, commissions from businesses that generate, so the companies that will be in our routes, and subscription model for exclusive content. I think that because this is the last one, we can still go for it. What else is in the business model canvas?
The time is there as well.
Yeah,
so.
all right. Okay, thank you so much. If you guys have questions, tell us.
I think like if you have questions, just put it on the Excel sheet, because there was some technical error.
Yeah.
And we have to go to the next group, but I really wanted to ask question for this, but anyway, we don't have time. So that was SDG to W, right?
Yes, yes. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whee!
Thank you.
Yeah, what I really like, because they sort of were connecting these SDGs and then showing the prototypes. That was something that I like personally.
Thank you for chocolate.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, now the time was again a little bit more. So for the feedback of you guys, this time you took more time as well. The last time it was not, because this time again close to 5 minutes. The next class was also 4 minutes and 30 seconds. But you can just next class just keep an eye on that. So okay, so
we use too much time of the technical stuff.
yeah. So let's go. If you have any questions, just please feel free to write on the Excel. And now we move to the next group, please. Thank you very much.
Okay. Hello. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So welcome to this next presentation. My name is Pyry Lamberg, and I'm the presenter for our group this week. So our problem, small to mid-sized enterprises in developing countries cannot grow as there is not enough money to scale and grow their businesses. This is due to a lack of investors, loans, and so on. There's just no money to scale the business. One of the reasons for this, which for example eliminates most of the Western investors from investing, is a lack of documents and records. People also do not know about these companies. So what's our solution for this? An application where small to medium-sized enterprises receive guidance for getting their documents in order, and a place for investors and companies to meet. Allow me to introduce FundGame. It's the name for our application. Our mission is to help these companies and investors find each other and help the companies scale their business. So what's our business model like? For small to medium-sized enterprises, we offer help with the documents and visibility for new investors. For investors, we offer a small and promising companies to invest into, so in a sense, about an opportunity to make money with your money. So, and for us, we take a small cut from the investments and offer companies a way to promote themselves. So companies can advertise themselves, so more investors will see them. So perhaps that will result in more investments. And going forward to the application itself, I'm going to show a few mock-ups about the idea how we will implement this solution. So basically, this is the company's point of view. So the company will be able to input all kinds of information about their company, everything from business information and official records, documents, whatever they want to show to the investor. And based on that, we will create this profile, which will show, like, if you have documents, how many there are they fulfilling everything, and overall the profile strength, which is analyzed by our advanced AI technology, something like that. Anyway, this is another view from the company. This is how they create the opportunities for others to invest. So basically they have the profile and then they can set the investment amounts what they're looking for. And for example, they could receive 4 different investors and see that they want to invest, and then they can accept those investments or decline them. And this is how the investor will see the application. Similarly, the investor also has a profile, but I will not get into that in this presentation. So this is the main screen, how the investor will see the companies. For example, this is a company A, works in oil and gas, and small introduction. And there they can see the stars, how many stars they have. Like this is again the analysis based on uploaded documents, records, and things like that. So the small companies can gain visibility. And they can select a company and see details. And like the company can, of course, this is based on the company's profile, and the company can input all kinds of different documents there that can help an investor make a choice. For example, a business plan or balance sheet or something like that. And this is again for the investor. And here they can see their transactions, how much they would like to invest in a selected company, and a profit summary. So if they have like invested in multiple companies, in this case 3, they can see how each of these companies or investments are going. And the technical solution for this is quite simple. We have like pretty traditional backend and frontend with JavaScript and Java for the backend. And the companies, investors, banks all use applications such as Android phone, iOS phone, or even web browser. And the AI is in question mark since we haven't thought enough about that, where it will fit, but it's just an idea that it will be in the backend to analyze the profiles. That's all. Thank you. And if there's any questions, please let me hear.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, there should be some question. If you can close your screen, please, then I can share the Excel sheet. Yeah, I think we have only a few minutes that we can take. So, but can you close your screen, please?
I'm trying to close it. I haven't shared my screen in Teams before.
No, it's there.
No, okay. So yeah. So any questions?
I think like if you just go to, there should be another LUT.
Group name was Innovation for Grid?
No, it's another LUT group. What is your value proposition?
Excuse me?
What is your value proposition? Question.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch what
you said. Your value proposition?
Valuable proposition. So what value does this bring?
Yeah.
Well, it brings value as small to medium-sized companies can grow their or scale their businesses as there's a problem in the, for example, Southeast Asia, that the companies don't have enough funds to grow their businesses, and then they will just fall off to competitors from other countries and so on.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I think that's... Who are the clients? Next question.
For me, the clients. The clients are the companies. The companies are our main clients, so they bring us money through investors, and if they buy some advertisement. But the main source of money will be the revenue stream that comes from the investors that investing, and we take a small cut from that investment.
Yeah, that's okay. Thanks very much. And Emma, please.
Sorry, I couldn't write the question down, but this is a very, I really like this. And I wanted to ask a bit different question about marketing and solution. Have you considered your company ethics about anti-corruption laws in different supply chains? If you offer money and you have different kind of businesses, so you have banking, everything. So what about the corruption and ethics in that money laundering?
Yeah,
in places that it is a big problem.
Yeah, we know that we actually thought about this for a while, and the records that we held or will receive from the companies, those are supposed to reduce the possibility for any kind of misuse or something like that. For example, money laundering. And yeah, we would like to, of course, work closely with a bank. So yeah, and every company that registers must be like checked from like official records. So the company actually exists, things like that.
Yeah, thanks very much. Now, thank you very much for the presentation and insightful comments. Based on Emma's question was also pretty much quite insightful and also constructive. Thanks, Emma. Moving to the next presentation,
Thank
please.
you.
Just please tell us your group name. Thanks.
Yes, we are the Green Innovators.
Yes, Aki.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, we can hear you, Aki.
Okay, perfect. So our group is the Green Innovators, and we are addressing the issue of growing IT resource consumption. And we see that one of the keys for addressing this is raising awareness. So we are aiming to provide awareness through providing education on the topic for elementary and high school level students through a digital application. The business model is based on generating revenue from yearly per student license fees for using the application, and also desired personalization is available for an extra fee. One of our key activities we want to highlight is co-development of the application with educational industry stakeholders, such as teachers, to ensure we produce an application that is desirable to use in the classroom. It is also important to highlight that our customers who pay us are actually different than our end users, who are students and teachers. Instead, our customers are those governing bodies that pay for educational content, such as municipalities and educational departments and ministries. And additionally, we aim to target private schools. And reaching this customer segment with traditional advertising is rather inefficient. So we aim to reach them mainly through co-development activities, educational conferences and events, and direct contact. Next, Babatunde will talk a bit about the technologies behind the application.
Yes, thank you. Regarding the technologies, we have opted for the most sustainable options for powering the application in order to practice what we preach. For the front end, we decided on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, creating lightweight, responsible designs that require less processing power, while PWA and Service Worker enable offline functionality and resource caching alongside SQL for local storage, promoting IT sustainability and energy efficiency. For the back end, we are using PostgreSQL database, which enables higher IT sustainability by optimizing resource use, reducing energy consumption, and promoting eco-friendly tech practices. For the back end, we are using Red Hat OpenShift, which enables sustainable coding practices and minimizes resource consumption, for example, using containerized application. Hosting with Google Cloud, as it allows users to choose data centers with the smallest carbon footprint and also uses renewable energy for power in the hardware. Thank you. Next slide.
All right. Yes, all right. And then for the prototype, we have designed these 3 screens. First one is for students to learn the materials for a subject. On the middle, we can see a quiz screen where they can answer some quizzes. And on the right, we can see a feedback screen that will show the score of the student. And because we ran out of time, this is it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. We just also have guys maintain the time today, like what you have done in the last class. So thank you for that. Just exactly 2.557 seconds. Now, question from the participants. If you can close your slide, then I can show the Excel. Thank you. see. Sharing. This going there. Okay, so it's screen innovators going to it up. Should be. Okay, I'm just waiting for the people to write question. Meanwhile, I would like to ask a question. Pretty interesting because you are highlighting about awareness, education. Then how about, so because this is sort of closely connected to this changing people's attitude, behaviors, which is goes under the awareness is going under that aspect. And how will you, a simple question, how can I be persuaded, or how can I be feeling positive in a way to educate myself by using that application?
It's meant for, sorry, go ahead, Aki, you can go. So.
Yeah, so do you mean as a student?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we aim to make education through using the application more fun through gamification elements such as quizzes and scoring to make it more engaging for the students instead of just, for example, reading a book.
Yeah, that's also a good answer. That sort of more fun and engaging things. Yeah. So now, yeah, there are some questions, so you can just go and see. Will there still be emission after awareness campaign and using this app? Which part in IT sector will be having GHZ emission?
Greenhouse gas emission.
Greenhouse gas emission. Okay. And another question there as well.
I mean, yes, there will be emissions even after awareness campaign. So I think the point is more of making the students aware of the sometimes really high energy and resource consumption of the IT, like servers and data transfer and things like that. So yeah, there will be emissions, but hopefully they will be lower because of the awareness. That is at least the aim. Would need to, of course, get some data from how that works.
Yeah. No. Next question. Business and marketing strategies.
So as mentioned during the presentation, we aim to generate revenue from license fees. And we were thinking that because our customers are not traditional consumers, but more educational departments and ministries, best to reach them is through conferences, industry events, and also cold calling, email, reaching out to them. And of course, from use cases of the application, word of mouth is very effective if teachers have good experience in using it in the classroom. So that's how we plan to target this audience.
Yeah. Thank you. Excuse me. Thanks, Sils of JMIT and ICC for the questions. So I think that's all. It was pretty good, especially the awareness part. That's actually what we have been researching in our research group anyway, educating people in terms of the behavioral change and awareness and kind of stuff. So thanks, guys, for this brilliant presentation. And now we move to the next group, please.
Hello, everyone. Can you confirm if you can see my screen?
Yeah, we can. Can you just tell me your group name? It's not on the presentation slide, please.
Yes, it's ICC, Innovative Code Commandos, and I'm presenting on behalf of my team. We are talking about EcoFriend, the sustainable network. Before moving forward, I'll quickly talk about, for example, the problem statement that we are trying to solve. It's about the gap between knowledge and action when it comes to sustainability and awareness. For example, people know about it, but they don't really know about it, or they don't know how to put into action what they know about it. For example, also there is a concept or skeptical idea of affordability that, okay, green is expensive and maybe like it takes too much time and effort. So we are trying to solve that challenge by bringing eco-friend to you. After our market analysis, we came up with a design thinking process. So our design thinking process comprises of like 3 or 4 main steps. For example, the desirability, the feasibility, and the viability. So I think everyone is pretty familiar with this diagram here, which is about empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. But we also added these 3 features that I have mentioned here. And the idea is, for example, if we only talk about desirability or viability, let's just say it's then about, for example, coming up with only some sort of functional goal. And if you talk about desirability and feasibility, it's more about the technological side only. And feasibility and viability, it's more about then the business side. So what we have to do, we have to combine all these 3 together: desirability, which comes from the people who want this solution, and technology, and the business. And when we combine all these 3 areas together, then we come up with useful innovation. So we did this process in 3 iterations, and then we came up with a solution like EcoFriend, for example. And by that solution, we are impacting 6 primary SDGs, which is about responsible consumption and production. For example, we are keeping the people aware of, for example, how to use resources responsibly, how those resources or that action that they're taking is acting the climate. For example, when we are also considering clean energy into option, life below the water, life on land, and different partnerships and goals to spread this knowledge of awareness. Our business model is quite brief. For example, the key activities that would be there, for example, it's about building the software and its maintenance and documentation and the learning resources for the sustainability. We are going to use different channels for this, for example, a mobile app from the app stores, and the customer segments that we have is basically ecologically aware people, but everyone can use this resource. So sustainability concerns everyone. So I would say this application is basically for everyone who wants to go green. The SUSOF framework that we have included, for example, as you can see, let's just say, take the example of ride sharing. For example, once you go for or think about it, you need less cars on the roads, which kind of like helps you to save money here. And when you save money, you can get more sustainable cars, and transportation becomes affordable and green, which reduces the carbon dioxide emissions, reducing the global warming. So we have connected like different aspects of sustainability there. Next, we have a prototype ready. So I'm going to switch my screen to show you a nice prototype that we came up with. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, this is going to be the home screen. User can sign up using their ID password or the social logins, for example, here. And once they do, they see this feed where they will see, for example, what other people in their community are doing, like planting a tree, adding a new recommendation, or for example, someone needs help clearing the park. They would have this EcoShare, which is a marketplace where they can actually look for different items, or they can actually share the items that they're doing. So bringing the concept of sharing. There will be an option for events, for example, different sustainability or community events. There will be tips regarding how to go green or sustainable. You can kind of like pick topics of your choosing and then see the tips there. Based on, for example, your activities, you will receive points, and there will be a leaderboard, for example, weekly leaderboard. And then you can connect to people for chatting over there. So this is what our prototype here looks like. That's it, what we have come up so far in our development. Thank you so much. Now it's time for questions.
Yeah, thanks, Jubair. The SUSOF was not necessary today because we are having our lecture. It was not part of the presentation, but that's okay. You have shown that anyway. Again, the timing, the last time was 4 minutes, and this time it cost more than 4 minutes. So just next time, please.
Yeah. It's because of the prototype that we added.
Yes. Yeah. But then again, just this is your task. This is how you learn from this anyway. Of course, it's sometimes challenging, but then again, It was pretty cool. Yes, thank you. Thank you for showing us this. I like that the tree plantation idea that each of us. So if I'm with the app, if I am to plant a tree, how? I have a question because if I am planting a tree, how would you know that I have planted a tree actually? And if I plant a tree, what would I get by myself apart from I know that I have done something good?
So for example, if you have noticed there, we have this image. It's just like a Facebook feed. So you do something and you're taking a picture and posting it there, and your friends or the circle or the community members, they can see it that, yes, you're doing something like there actually. So, and then there is this option of stars and comments under your post. So you're doing something nice, people are giving you stars, and you are kind of like making some sort of ranking on the board, and then you can use those stars to, let's just say, buy stuff from the Facebook marketplace or the EcoShare marketplace that we are going to build there. So for example, for ride sharing or all that kind of stuff. So the more points you have puts you on top of the board there, and then you can use those points within the application to kind of like go more green, I would say.
Yeah, so some question is there, and Hafiz raised his voice.
It's not questions and all. I'm from the same group. I want to add into your answer to your question. In addition to what Zubair said, so we are using sort of concept of social network effect. So once the network will grow with the passage of time, everyone will get motivated to become on the top as a leader on weekly basis or monthly basis. So once at the initial stage you will plant a tree, with the passage of time, when network will grow, everyone will get motivated to do such activities and automatically spreading the knowledge and spreading the awareness. So
Yeah,
that
I
is
think I get the point. Yeah, thanks. But you have more questions. Thank you, Hafiz. Yeah, I got the point. Thanks.
Well, when it comes to kind of like going ahead of your competitors, I would say we did check different applications that were already available, but one or the other feature were missing from there. So for example, no one was really talking about this marketplace, let's just say. So that is something that we have added there, EcoShare. So you can kind of like look for the items, and you can also share the items that you have there by applying multiple filters. So I think that is one competitive advantage that we have, apart from others, for example, the community events or the ecological tapes or eco feeds, for example. The marketplace is something that is making us stand out from our competitors. And I think there is another question about the target groups. So as I mentioned, like sustainability concerns each and every one of us. So we have not narrowed it down to like, okay, only the students are going to use, or the elderly, for example. Everyone has to kind of like take care of the environment. So everyone is our target, I would say. So it's for general public.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions still?
I think my question was similar to yours. Another question: how do you intend to use the bonus points?
How do you intend to use the bonus points?
Yes, as I mentioned, for example, when we kind of like go deep into the business idea or the business model, for example, there will be options to kind of like share the rights using the bonus points, I would say. And then they can work as, you can say, a virtual currency within the application. So you can kind of like share points with other people or your friends, and then use those points to kind of like organize the events, share the rides, buy something from there, and holding other different activities. For example, one option was to invite different companies and have the event. So there are, and I would say like there are many ways where we can use these bonus points. So it's kind of like the idea of a virtual currency within the application itself.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And now just moving to the next group. Right, so timer is there. Yes. Okay, Yoni, so what's the name of your group, please, Yoni?
Yeah, hi. Our group name is Remote Group Lahti. And I think I have Gleb here with me.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gleb and Yoni. Okay.
Together with Gleb. So I don't know, do you want to share, Gleb, or should I share?
I can share, and please give me, let's make it so that you start, and then I would make the slight changes as soon as you would be letting me know.
No problem. Yeah,
all right,
so let's present together.
Just a second.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, all right. So our group is Remote Group Lahti. We have four members, and me and Gleb we're presenting today this ChatGPT plugin for Moodle and the development phase. So if you go to the next screen, so the technologies that we plan to use is a smartwatch that is basically getting all kind of biorhythmic data from the persons using the watch. And then we would implement the software, which would basically gather the data from the smartwatch devices of the users and create this type of biorhythmic cycle or a forecast. And this would be done based on the data that we receive from the smartwatch, and we would export this data to our web application. Then additionally, our web app would also gather data from the e-learning platform like Moodle, and we would have a AI algorithm by using ChatGPT to gather all the data from different courses, from the tasks and exams and all the studies that you need to do to pass the course. And then we would have a widget that is compatible with Moodle, interface to Moodle, so that there would be web application and widget that gathers both biorhythmic data and the course data together, and then provide a suggestion for most optimal studying patterns and studying schedule. And then additionally, we would also have a dashboard to combine all this data together to give suggestions for the student when is the best time to study and when is the best time to work on each of these course tasks. And we would use traditional web development tools to create the dashboard and the web app, and of course then ChatGPT plugin to interface with the system. And next slide. So business development, how would we package the solution? How would it look like? So we have a couple of options here. So the tested version that is ready to purchase, we can offer to Moodle directly. So one option is to Moodle to purchase this type of system to improve their platform. Second option is to offer a plugin to Moodle, so that Moodle users could purchase a license, for example, to use this system. Or there could be other versions for other e-learning platforms, Moodle competitors, who could also license this system. Then option 3 is to offer also the same plugin for different schools directly, or basically any type of even a company who would want to use this plugin for their employees who would need to take some courses based on the company needs. So these are the three options. And revenue generation for option 1, it's quite obvious that if Moodle would like to buy the whole system, then it's basically could be offered with a price. Same as for option 2, for Moodle's competitors, buyout is an option. And option 3 is this scenario where any type of company who is willing to use this type of system could license it based on amount of users, for example, and could buy additional services from the company, like maintenance or support and so on. Yep, next. And solution, how we see that it would impact. It would, the whole vision for the system is to improve the students' well-being and health, to advise them to get more tasks done in the right schedule and also adapted to their own personal well-being and feeling, to suggest the best time of studies and the best pace to finish the studies on time. And it would also help the course instructors and teachers, so that they also know how the students are, how are they doing with the courses, how are they spending time on it, and how is the stress level, maybe to leave things at the last time or something, so they can get more information how to improve the courses so that the study results are better. And also different, like the whole university could also make data-driven decision how to plan the courses and the curriculum, how to plan different resources, that the resources are balanced between the courses, and also offer support for the students if they see that somebody's really struggling with the studies. So the whole idea is to achieve more with the courses, so that student well-being is improved, and also that they graduate on time. That is benefit for the school as well, that no student need to be left behind in their studies. So this way it's generating more support to finish your studies, and also the whole society to get more educated people on the job market faster. Yes, and next.
And if I could take a words like shortly, yes.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, if you let me. So this we're gonna use this canvas for the report, obviously. And as was mentioned, the key partners we see Moodle, OpenAI. So the gentleman who owns the OpenAI, he wants to create better synergy for ChatGPTs for different industries. And so it would be a market for all the plugins, for all the other solutions which look ChatGPTs, which have potential. So that one better version could help another version, and they would compensate each other or maybe compete each other. So they're making such an app store for such plugins, which is already a new market. And of course, the smartwatch APIs, that's for sure. Of course, there is a debate about the cost structure and the revenue streams, but everything would be highly dependent on how we can proceed with entering the market, because the venture funding is a big issue. Therefore, it would be fully dependent on the strategy we're going to take to align this product to the market shortly. And of course, there is another way of licensing, as was said, licensing per user or licensing per organization. Those are two different approaches, because working with governments, it's one approach. Working with individuals which are freely willing to pay for the application, that's another approach. And we will try to unite all of this in our report later on. Thank you very much for your attention.
Yeah, thanks very much, Gleb. Yeah, it took some time, but that's anyway, it was quite insightful information Maybe at the next lecture you can balance the time, and of course you have a less number of group members, so which is quite okay, extra load with this work. Now, because to keep the time, we have 1 to 2 minutes that we can ask from you. Okay, so what is the next stage that you are planning with the prototype? How would like to show us the features and everything?
How do you mean next step? You mean like next step for the course, or?
No. Just so if I think about like all this business more canvas, that the thing and everything that you have found out. If I am like a person to use this thing in my daily life, how can I use it? How can I attract the people?
So I think that first step is probably that we would first need to engage with the school or the educational facility who wants to implement something like this for their students. So I think it's first thing would be to find the right partner schools who to work with to implement this solution, and then probably start with a pilot with a smaller group of students and get feedback about the usability, and then start to scale it. So probably there would need to be some kind of project fee or investment to get this pilot started, and then once this is more mature to be rolled out, then we could talk about the licensing model, and then users could buy it by themselves.
Yeah, I think that's all right. Few questions from the audience, but if you'd have to stop the screen, but maybe we're not gonna go there. Okay, there is a question about prototype. I think they were gonna show it because as you can see, it's only 4 of them. So some of the group members are not, were not showing their activities. Can you just turn off your phone, please? Thank you. And analyzing, okay, there is one question that you can answer later. Have you thought the suggested schedule by your app would not fit with the time or free time of the person? But this is something you can answer later because another group is waiting. Thanks very much, Gleb and the other group members. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah, please do.
I hope that everyone can hear me.
Okay, I am turning off mine.
Okay. No. That's it.
Do you want me to change the slide?
No, that's fine. I'll manage it. Am I audible?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Okay. We are Go Green. In here, I'll start with our problem statement. So basically, we have selected problem as issues in the waste management system. When we are digging deeper into this problem, we have identified there are issues in there is no proper infrastructure for waste management. So when we are looking into that, we have identified that government doesn't have enough money to invest on that, and also in the same time that government is not spending enough money to money on creating the infrastructure. So we have come up with a solution that we are allow people to invest on the creating the infrastructure. So simply this is like this. People can invest on the smart trash bins, and or else that they can use the sensor kits for the existing trash bins. Then they can connect those smart trash cans or sensor kits to our sensor network. Then we will be using that data to provide analytics, predictions, and also route optimization plans as services for the municipalities and garbage management companies. So when we are when the people buying the smart trash bins, they will be created with crypto wallet, and after completing that, that data will be provided to the predictions and the analytics, and everything will be provided to the users as services. Then that portion of that earnings will be shared as reward to the people who have invested in smart trash bins. So as the further steps, we are using that other sensors from the another manufacturers can be connected to our network with some kind of fee initial payment, and also researchers and the other that people who are interested in this data can be accessed to our data through our paid API. And yeah, that's it. And for our monetary plan, we will be planning to come up with our own token, and as key partners, waste management companies, sensor manufacturers, cryptocurrency exchange, local government municipalities, and environmental organizations. So as the key activities, initially we will be creating the sensor smart trash bins, and then we will be allow other trash other organization to connect with our system, and data collection analysis, and the blockchain integration, mobile app, those kind of things. And as the value proposition, that we will be providing real-time waste bin monitoring, optimize waste collection routes, reduce waste overflow, transparent waste management system. So yeah, I will not go through the technical selection much. That here is our mockup. So basically, there is a mobile app that the user will be rewarded with some kind of crypto tokens. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks, Malisha. It was pretty nice. Next time, Chai will present because to keep the time. But anyway, I was joking. It was a good job, yes. So let's, if you can close the screen and then share the screen and everything so you can see. Yeah, just 1 second. Thanks. Right. So, okay, let's see if we have question. So go green, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no question, but the idea is nice. Okay, thanks for the question, yes, and for the comments. Right, so come on, guys, only one question. We still have 2 minutes. No, it's okay. I can ask a lot of questions because I've been working on this topic, but anyway, I'd like to, I mean, if you do not have any question, you can, of course, input here. You can write later anyway. So let's look at the next group to keep the time. Thank you very much again. Go green, guys. And thanks, Malisha.
Hello, Professor. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Shubha, would you like to say something?
Yes. So we are Team App Evolution. So today me and Mahesh will present our presentation. Someone is sharing. Can I share my?
Yeah.
Okay.
So your group name is App Evolutionist, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
So we build up the tourist store. So the aim was pretty simple. So where any kind of tourist can get their plan and tour with save the budget and also do it efficiently. And we just aim to build a one-stop solution. So where companies, tourists, any kind of adventure into this, so they can find their plan in budget friendly and also efficiently. So to build our app a little bit different and more sustainable, so we put VR option so that those customer want to explore in VR, they can save money or they can explore the plan before the real one. Also, we add zero emission feature. So here, traveler can pay 10% extra, so it can reduce carbon emission. So I am opening our prototype. So this is our homepage. So this is pretty simple, but showing there is a exciting Iceland. So there we add the VR option and the zero CO2 option and the other facilities. And here customer can view the tool. Here all the information are showing, and then he can select on booking option. And then here is our booking page, and he can select the booking option. I don't know why it's not working. So there's the booking form, and he can select the booking option, and here he can proceed to payment. And then the payment option, here he can, if he next, then the payment gateway, and then also the payment option. And here we also add the VR option. So here customer can use his VR device so that he can explore the VR option. And also we have the zero CO2 option so that customer can pay 10% extra to make the tourism more sustainable. So I'm getting back to the presentation. So I am a little bit. So we have business model. So our partners are like any hotel companies, any third-party vendors, any airways companies, and our value proposition is like providing the efficient solution for every sides. Company can make money, and also due to lots of pandemic and the others were there is tourism is facing lots of problems. So we want to build up platforms where everyone can make money and also do good tourism. And we have little business plan. So here customer can join freely, but we put 5% charge for companies who wants to make business with us, and also 10% for zero CO2 option. And we have mobile and desktop application. And for how we generate the revenue, so we have commission fees like we are getting from the companies, and subscription fee like the companies or the vendors who want to sell their subscription, and also like VR and AR expense. So we are getting money from VR experiences, and also the customer who paying the fees for carbon emission fees. So next slide, Mahesh will present.
Yeah, I'm presenting the Flourish business canvas with our website. We are divided some parts in for this. Biophysical stocks is to manage the environment impact on through the traveling throughout the carbon dioxide and eco-friendly practices. And we also have some partnerships with collaborations with tourism companies, as sustainable organizations and local communities, and VR AR providers impressive expertise. And also we have resources for technologies, infrastructures, customer supports, and marketing and sustainability, and resource and VR AR tools. And we have activities that are providing to our customers is managing and enhancing the platforms, providing customer support, marketing, and investigation and AR promotions. Our cost will be little simple, traveling expenses, booking fees, and optional add-on. And cost for ecosystems, the environment and ecological conversations efforts. Cost for stakeholders, operations and expenses, marketing, technologies, investments, and sustainable initiatives. And our goals to forecast responsibilities and sustainable tourism practices, to provide the travelers with unique and immersive experience, to minimize the ecological footprints of travels, to support the local communities and economic growth and tourism. The benefits that we are providing to our customers are assessing and responsible eco-conscious traveling options, personalizing recommendations, inclusive and accessible traveling options.
Guys, can you just move to the next, because it's 7 minutes now, we're still talking. What is it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
thank
finished.
you.
Okay, so thanks very much. Okay, it was pretty lengthy, but anyway, I finally made it. But the next time, please try to keep the timing. Now, just going to the question, please.
Definitely.
Okay, right. So it was good that you have shown that prototype to us.
What's the group name? Innovation.
Okay, so the group name is App Evolution on Lists. Okay, now I just okay, so there are some questions, but that
Was quick question.
yeah. So pretty quick question, is the target groups companies or normal people? Who are your target group?
For us, it's both, because as we are third party, we need to hotel accommodation, also other things. So as we are starting from zero, so we need both to make money and also the business plan.
Yeah, thank you, Shubhat. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, so moving to the next.
Yeah, I think it's us, the Earth apps.
Yeah.
So I can share my screen.
Is it the Earth apps or?
Yeah, Earth apps, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Alex.
I'm not sure if oh, okay, sorry. Hope you can see the screen now.
Yes, we can.
Okay. So we have two presenters today. So is Maria online?
Yeah. Hello.
Great. So I will let Maria start this presentation and go. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Okay. Hi all. Our group name is Earth Apps, and now we will present you our solution to solve some key challenges healthcare systems are facing. So the problems in the healthcare we address in our solution are shortage of doctors and other personnel, overload in administrative tasks, complicated IT systems, and we try to help doctors to manage their time better. So our solution for the problem healthcare is facing is an AI-based software assistant. It will help doctors to streamline their day-to-day workflow and minimize any manual repetitive work. The goal with this solution is to make the work of doctors more efficient so they can focus more on actual patient work.
So yeah, about the technical choices, this system will be eventually a web application where we have integrated AI features, basically large language models. We will be using AI bomb, which is a near future technology, which will increase the traceability and transparency in AI applications, thus increasing the governance as well. Obviously, this whole system will be cloud-based for high scalability and high availability, and we will bring in healthcare workers and doctors when we are designing the production UI. So here's a short peek about the wireframe of the application. So we will have today, I will show you the dashboard, patient info, and patient management pages, but we will have also other like support page, access log, alerts, and medical database available in this system. So here you can see the dashboard view, which is the very first view you can see after the login. So this will, when the doctor logs into the system, he or she will see this page where they see the most urgent stuff for them today. For instance, here we have the next upcoming patient, as well as the calendar and today's appointments. This is now the patient info screen. So when the patient comes in and the doctor starts doing the examinations or operations for the patient, they can have this page open. So we will have on top of the patient information, we will also have some AI suggestions based on similar cases, similar symptoms, or X-ray images, etc., helping the doctor to make better decisions for the patient. Also decreasing some mundane tasks in reporting and analyzing. And here, as the last page, we have the patient management. So here the doctor can add or remove or edit some stuff from the patient info page. This will also have extra page where AI will assist and write reports for the doctor, so thus decreasing this kind of like repetitive tasks. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Good work, guys. So going to the feedback form, see if we have questions for that. So it's art apps going there. Okay, so questions. Is there already?
Yes, one
From Sils of GMIT.
Sorry for question was coming. But
No, it's okay. We can understand. So, guys, there's a question. That's absolutely fine. We can understand.
Hello, this is Dax. So you have been waiting at the emergency. If commerce has found support, who will be sorting patients at urgency, so triaging, medical person, computer? The final say will be the medical person with everything. This will be classified as a medical device, even though it's software. It has to be done by a person, but the computer or the AI assistant can help with that. They can see from the patient history if there's a risk, if there's a return visit, and these kind of things that the doctor doesn't have to spend the time to do, so that they will look at the whole history. The AI will highlight those kind of most risky things and then sort based on that. But there's this specific triage, and the medical person in the end will be the final person making the call. How will you plan to test those AI document and patient data security? AI text also needs patient security issues. That's true. And we didn't have the time to go through that, but there's this initiative called AI bomb, which is AI bill of materials, which kind of means that every suggestion and AI-based decision will have this bill of materials that kind of explains from which source this information was given from this large language model, and thus gives an audit trail how that decision was made. And eventually the doctor will be the person making the final call. AI will also help with the kind of manual work there.
So the AI bomb idea is to offer some transparency to the decision-making process, so that the doctors can verify, or if they are not familiar with some suggestion or some anamnesis, then they can check the ABOM and figure out why this was suggested and why this could be relevant. Any more questions?
I think that's the question so far that we have. You also have got some good scaling in terms of the prototype. So grading 0 to 5 by the audience or the participants. So good job, guys. So I think that's all. Thank you very much for your work. And now we are very close to our presentation. Only one group is left. So if you do not have any question, then we would like to go to the final group. So this was the app evolution. Okay, so this was the art apps, right? Yeah, with the essay was presenting. And the last week it was Alec Santari, yeah.
This week it was Maria and Jesse. Last week it was Ale and Shiva.
Oh, yes, yeah. That's okay. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Thank you.
Group name was.
I think the last group is Innovation for Green. Revati, Tanzina.
Yes, Samal, I'm going to present. So shall I share the screen?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I hope my screen is visible.
It is indeed, yes.
Yeah. So shall I start?
Yes, please do.
Hello, everyone. We are from Team Innovation for Green team. So we are working on smart home energy system. Coming to problem statement, we have numerous energy applications in the market, and they are doing good job in predicting real-time status and consumption. But however, there is no app which can predict or forecast the energy consumption so that users know priorly and then they can control the consumption. And some of the apps are not user friendly. So our solution is designed to fill these gaps. So we have chosen technical selections like digital technologies, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and IoT, and Android app and iOS app, for a web app, React JS and Node.js, and cloud AWS. We have some unique features in our app, like providing real-time status and consumption of individual device as we collect the data from each appliance, and electricity consumption prediction for next few hours, remote control of each and individual device, and explainable AI chatbot, customizable notification preferences and payments. So this is our high-level solution where user registers to the system and then connect the devices. They can add the different rooms and devices. They can create alerts, and then they can also create peak hour plan. They can see the insights and predicted energy consumption, and they get notifications, and then they can also pay the bills. So these are some of the mockups we created in Figma. So first, user logins or register from here. Then this is the home screen where we can see different rooms and the appliances. They have the control here on and off. They can operate, and then they can also see peak hour rate and off peak hour rate. And there are other options. They can go like to see graph, profile, settings, chat, and notifications. And by clicking this plus button, they can add some devices. So they can add devices by connecting Wi-Fi and configuring. So once they add devices, those devices will be visible here. So if they wanted to see energy consumption of that particular appliance, they can click on it and then they get the graph here. They can see as per minute, hour, day, etc. And then they can also see consumption and the day rate. Here in prediction, they can see the next 60 minutes prediction, and then they also see the warnings. Warning details will be shown here, and also breakdown of predicted energy consumption and the suggestions how they can control. So this is overall energy consumption for all the appliances. And there are some settings where we can add alerts and peak hour plan, adding rooms and setting some alerts, peak hour plan, and chatbot, notification, and payments. That's it. Thank you all.
Thanks very much for maintaining the time exactly in 3 minutes. So 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Thank you. Even the last time you also have been able to maintain the time. It was, I think, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So if you just close the screen, please, we'd like to see and.
Sure.
Thanks. I think we need a break. I'll go for a break soon because everyone is feeling sort of gloomy. Might be the weather. So let's see the question innovation for green.
Weather is nice today, actually.
Is it outside nice?
Yeah, sunny.
It's feeling so gloomy. Yeah, sleepy. Yeah, looks.
It's dark now.
It's dark now. Wow.
Yeah.
The
The worst thing is the darkness here.
We need vitamin D too.
We should have party tonight.
So there is one question, I think, how you evaluate the performance and accuracy of your model?
So can you hear us, Revati? There was a question.
I can't hear properly. But
Yes, we have to come. If you ask guys a lot of difficult questions, there will be more time for break, 1 hour break.
So I'm not sure. We didn't ask the question. It was from app evaluationist.
Okay, so anyway, so there is some question here that you can see. Okay, is it that the question? Look, just one innovation for your group name is innovation for green, yes. No, I don't think there is any question, or is it? Yeah, there are some questions from evaluationist. Yeah, and from ICC. You have 2 questions.
So first question, how will you handle real-time price change to show actual price? So basically, yeah, we also thought about this because the rate is, if it is fluctuating more times, then so maybe this one we have to work on it more. Maybe from the service provider, how they're going to, maybe through API or something, we have to work on it. But there are some other apps which are showing the real-time price. So that's possible.
I can also comment the answer because I have a little bit of idea about that. So that's why I asked it. So
Okay.
you can use some real-time prices shown on Nasdaq from electricity point of view, and use their API to get the a real-time value and use that. So that was actually the idea too, because I wanted to share it with you. So you can analyze
Thank you.
that.
Yeah, I know that we can use PPA, but exactly not sure. Okay, thanks for the info. And the second one, how will you evaluate the performance and accuracy of model? Actually, this was since till now nobody has. It was not evaluated. There are still some researches are going on, and then the accuracy of the model, they're still working on it. So basically there are some measures like RMSC and some other evaluation techniques which we can see the accuracy of the model. So I think using those techniques we will evaluate the model.
Yeah. Okay, I think someone is writing. Is it? Oh, no.
Probably not waiting.
Okay, like they scored like 4 and 4 for this. Any comments that how they can improve it to 5 level?
Yeah, we put 5.
No, someone scored 4, but that's okay. I mean, that's of course the feedback. But my question is like, anything that you can give these people to make it 5.
ICC, I think ICC should.
So any people from ICC? Based on the prototype that they have shown, is there anything that you can think that they can add there?
Actually, the prototype part should be 5. I think I'm gonna change it, but the other part can be improved a bit by if they will, just like the previous groups have shown, how they are linking with the SDGs mapping sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. We have class. Okay, so you're gonna leave now? I mean, but
It's continuous.
yeah, so I'll take a guess right now.
Okay.
So I think lecture is starting, right? But I can make it like half an hour. So do you wanna have the break for 1 hour or just an hour? Okay, nice. So guys, okay, I think thanks very much. Innovation for Green. It was good work, so thanks again, and for those who inputted today, and thank you very much everyone to all these 13 groups who have presented. It was sort of a marathon, continuously 2 hours and 10 minutes, and now finally you guys did it, so thanks very much again. And also finally you all have been so much supportive to maintain the time, and let's do it again for the next class. Now we will be having a lecture after half an hour. Let's take some 30 minutes break, and after half an hour we'll have the lecture on impact assessment, and then we will try to be finishing before 6 anyway. Yeah.
So back 20 to 5.
I beg your pardon, sorry, Emma?
So 20 to 5, 4:40.
Yes, 4:40 exactly. Coming exactly at 4:40. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll answer to the database question in Excel.
Yeah, sure.
PostgreSQL.
Yeah, no second, no problem.
Do you have the link to the sheet anywhere else besides?
I can share it just right now. Yeah.
Like through.
Yeah, I know, because if you join later, you don't see that. So.
Have noted my question, so I will put it there.
So I send it to the chat right now.
Oh, I'm not here right now.
Okay, you're not here right now, so maybe they can share the link.
Do you online?
I think I can send it to him. I am with him on the social media, so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, so upload it to Excel sheet.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks very much. Okay guys, welcome back again. We will be starting in 2 minutes. So our lecture will be more on impact assessment. Yeah, it won't take that much time anyway, so that it's Friday, so just want to finish it as early as possible. Right, so thank you guys again for joining us in this short lecture today. So today we are talking about this impact assessment and how does it work. We will be showing you basically the fine diagram of using this SUSAD diagram. And excuse me, on the previous classes we talked about the prototyping, even the development of your solution based on the problem that you have been finding on the market analysis and identifying the stakeholders, the competitors. So connecting again with this impact assessment, think of your service that you are trying to build right now based on the problem which you have identified. What could be the impacts, and how do you know that? How can you measure the impacts of those services? And this comes to that related thing, which is impact assessment. So it's sort of a tool that access your service qualitatively. So it's more about qualitative information. So you get more information from the stakeholders, from the people, by thinking about different dimensions. So that there are 5 dimensions available in this impact assessment. It could be more as well, depends, because some other researchers might be finding up with some new dimensions. Yeah, so again, there is a video, a sort of a video that can give you a more solid definition of what is impact assessment and how people are using those in the context of any service. Okay, let's see.
I'm very happy to have this conference. And this is resilience and sustainability. This is a theme of this year. Because of this, we have to think more about impact assessment.
Environmental impact assessment is a systematic study of the unintended consequences of projects and of other human activities.
For example, if there's any development or any project, we need to understand how that particular project is going to have an impact on environment. And by environment, we mean basically everything. People, we mean the social aspect of environment, the economic aspect of environment, and the physical aspect of environment. So we need to understand how the particular project or development is going to have an impact on that. And that's what impact assessment is about before that project can actually go ahead, so that we understand its implications for the future.
Impact assessment is an important instrument to ensure both environmental and social fairness. At the same time that it will improve the quality of projects, so that it will make better projects that will enable us a more sustainable development.
Sustainable development is the hot topic these days. Impact assessment is the instrument to assess policies, development programs to ensure that they are sustainable, they're good for the society. So that is a tool used for policy making as well as infrastructure building.
Impact assessment is the process by which we understand and evaluate the positive and negative effects of a project from the beginning to the end of construction and all the way afterwards. It allows us to better understand what the effects of those projects are in order to make better decisions for the good of everybody.
Well, for me, impact assessment is an important field because it sets the framework for applying the mitigation hierarchy. So that entails trying to avoid, minimize, restore, and then where needed, offset impacts on biodiversity. Coming from an organization that's concerned with the conservation of natural resources, minimizing our impacts on biodiversity is critically important.
It's important because it's cheaper, easier, and more effective to understand the potential impacts of projects and avoid them than it is to try to react to them after they happen.
Impact assessment is an important field to me, especially because it makes it possible that every decision that's taken care of is made with good consciousness of environmental issues. And that's one of the most important things that we can do, that we take care of the environment, take care of the people that live in that environment, and that we make sure that that will lead to a good decision in the end.
Right. Okay. So, yeah. So what these people talked about, because they were actually highlighting some sort of project. If you can also think this course and the application or service that you are trying to show us as a part of this project deliverables, you can think what sort of impacts that is linked to the thing or to the sort of the core idea you are trying to bring in your which you're planning to apply in your application or in your service. So like what you see in this diagram, a SUSAP diagram, this is I think, yeah, so it has actually 5 dimensions which I have mentioned, as you can see in the slide. So it talks about the individual impacts, which is like people like me, citizen, local citizen, or a single stakeholder. Social impacts, so community, society, the impacts that you are trying to gather from the society. So societal impacts of the service, if you think of a project, or even the project itself. Environmental impacts, of course, thinking about the environmental features, what is sort of the good thing and the bad thing, and what should be considering or what should not. Then again, the economic, so thinking about more about this finance and kind of the economic balance when you think about the project cost cutting and balancing of the financial activities. And the last one talks about the technological or technical impact. So what sort of techniques, what sort of modern equipments or modern technological advancement you're thinking in the context of these impacts when you think of your project. So again, what is it? These people on the video, they have given their answers. I was also talking how I understand about the impacts. And so basically, what is it? A pretty simple description. Like in a few sentences, you can say like a question-based framework. That's what I have mentioned. It's actually a few set of qualitative questions that gives you sort of the insight that you can ask yourself what is going on, and sort of raising your voice in the way of awareness, and then at the same time you think about how can this impact so the result from that impacts, how can you apply to your project or to your service, and in this way your service can become more sustainable. So there are 4 processes of it, but basically we don't have to be like reading all of it anywhere. So you can just have a look to know the formal definition of it: preparation, capturing, analysis, and finally you do the synthesis. So as you can see, the templates, the pictures are there. In each of the dimensions, you will find several questions, and in each of the dimensions as well, there will be some themes as well, and based on those themes, there will be some question, and based on the question, you get the feedback or the answers you got from the stakeholders or the people who are connected, giving you the Excel sheet. What we have been doing during our presentation slides is actually one sort of an example that you can think of, like sustainability awareness framework. Of course, the questions are different, but even connecting the source of questions in an Excel sheet might give us a proper more output in the context of the impacts. So it's a good measurement instrument, I would say. So this is what I already have mentioned you guys, 5 dimensions of the SUSAF framework. So environmental dimension, and then the economic dimension talks about financial aspects and business value. That's how you have been going through these value propositions. These are connected with that as well. The business model they have come up, and the social dimension, relationship with others, individual dimension, so like my freedom, and in the context of how I can see to be part of that service or the project, and the technical dimension, if I'm able to do like the maintain and evolve artificial system. I mean, that's what I have been talking about, the software kind of stuff. Thinking about the resiliency, the sustainability of this IT thing, because whether the techniques you're trying to apply, will it last for the long time? So 3 types of effects, if we think in the context of the impact assessment. You can see that the first one is immediate effects. The second one is enabling effects. And the third one is structural effects. So the immediate effects is the direct hit of the production. So the service or the application that you are planning to come up or you have been developing, and use and disposal of software system, right? And then the enabling effects, which tells us the rise of from these services, right, and of a system over time. So you can see it's coming from time to time. And the structural effects, it's more about, I would say, at the macro level. So you can see this is sort of an ongoing thing that is happening. And connecting all these 3 effects into the diagram, when you think about these 5 dimensions, okay, so now this is connecting again these effects, what I have mentioned, the dimensions and the themes of the dimensions, what I was talking, couple of them, usability is there on the technical side. Okay, the value is there on the economy side. That's why we have these value propositions. Individual side, we talk about the well-being, privacy, and then the environment side, we talk about the materials, logistics, and social side. We talk about the trust, inclusiveness, and participation, engagement, and one example core question per topic. Of course, as you can see, like there are some questions. So if you think of one dimension, say for example, what's in the slide, social side. If I think of now, they're picking up this theme called trust. Then there is a question: can the system, or can the service, or can the project change the trust between citizens and the businesses that owns the system? And then you get the answers from the people who are connected with the stakeholders. So basically, it's again the qualitative data, and then people are giving their inputs. And there is another question as well on the slide, but then again talking about these age groups and how does it work with this diversity. So finding the positive impacts, how can I do it? A simple diagram, as you can see, your core product is in the middle, your service is in the middle of the SUSAR diagram, and you have 5 dimensions. And inside these 5 dimensions, you have 3 different effects. So the immediate effects is just after your product, and then you have the rest of these 2 effects. Now then, when you think about the possible impacts, you are thinking in the context of positive and negative, direct, indirect, and structural. And the questions that you might be thinking of. And chains of effects, and not necessarily to the figure, but of course as a text. A pretty simple example with Airbnb, as you can see in the pictures, we can of course think of other IT services like Netflix or even Facebook, or even the application that you are building right now as a part of this course. So what these people are trying to connect this with the Airbnb, the immediate effect is the renting the rooms, because you sort of somehow need to be renting the rooms, otherwise you will be financially in a big problem. So then if you have the renting the rooms, you need to connect it technically, because how the payment thing works, how can you collect the people within the search engines, and so that people can find your Airbnb in a way that they can book it. So it's not an easy task. But then finally, once you do it, you are doing it for the greater earnings. So you have to make sure how much money, so like the balance things, how much money you will make from them, like the cost profit analysis. And then which is going to the individual site, that is linking up again, increase in rents. Of course, in the summertime, you can see there are a lot of price if you are going for this Airbnb, because in the summertime, they try to get more money, some profit out of it, connecting to that economic side. Then after that, you move to the next effects, greater racial disparities, which is of course connected to the social and inclusivity and this connectedness with others. So applying this SUSAR diagram in your product, you can easily see, or you can see the impacts that what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so now, not this one again, but this thing is that going to that, to next slide, and next slide anyway. So the impact assessment, of course, you have seen that what will be the next task of yours. It's in the model. Basically, you will come up based on the SUSAR diagram, show your solution, and of course, show us the updated version of your mockups or prototypes. Those who were not being able to show us today your prototypes, or maybe the initial version of prototype, you can of course show this to us in the next class. And then after showing that prototype, you show us the SUSAR diagram and how are you connecting those points that was in the diagram which I was showing you in the previous slide. And at the same time, trying to see the questions as well. You can at least download that SUSAR framework from the Zenoro. It's on the Google. I think we also uploaded on the Moodle, but you can download it from the online, so you can see or to get more idea how the SUSAR framework it works. And then the third task, which is part of your next deliverables for the PowerPoint slide, is SUSAR topics of 5 in each dimensions, trying to find the topics of 5 in each dimensions when you think of your service or your project. But of course, keep in mind that using the core questions per topic dimension to find your possible impacts. And as usual, submit your presentation on the impact assessment phase as a task submission. I think yes, we are done today of our lecture. So thanks very much. If you have any question about the SUSAF or anything in relation to your presentation for the next class, I think which is happening on 29th of November, if I'm not wrong. Any questions from the online participants, please?
Hello, actually, I have one question.
Yeah.
For the sustainability awareness framework, for each of the dimension, we have to find 5. The impact.
Sorry, I don't get it.
I didn't get what was the questions. For each of these 5 dimension, how many impact we have to find? The technical for our project, for the technical or the environmental, economic, all of these 5 dimension, how many impact we have to find it?
How many impacts? I don't get you.
How many indexes maybe for each part, for example, for technical part, how many factors we should consider?
Okay, so it depends. That's what the topics. So basically you cover 5 dimensions. But then I think you have seen this. Let me just go there. Right, again, problem with these techniques. Let me stop the screen and share again. Okay. So this is the one. This is your answer. So
yeah.
Think social site, right? So
yeah.
It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you download that PDF format from online, the SUSAR framework, it's in the Zenoro. You can just search it right now. Based on these 5 themes, you will get a couple of questions, and you can play with this question and ask to the stakeholders and get the answers. So better if you go through with all of it, but of course, sometimes you might see that maybe not all 5 of them are not. Sometimes it's very rare case that not all of them are compatible with your solution. So giving an example like soil and water, some solution maybe is nothing to do with the soil and water. So that's okay. You can just you may skip, because if this is something not related to it. But of course, how these people have designed it, most likely all the questions are pretty much important when you think of your service. At least when we use this, we have been able to look at all of these themes and the questions, and have been able to come up with our answers of these impacts. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
About
yes.
This SUSAF diagram, how can we use it? Because this is the first time I've seen some diagram like SUSAF. And how can we do the assessment by this?
Right, so the thing is that, of course, because the time is limited for the presentation, so 5-6 slides, you have this diagram, and now if you like think like Airbnb, yeah, I mean just think like an Airbnb, this diagram, right? So like basically, if you wanna try to find these possible impacts, you can sort of try to find like bullet point. Okay, this is the thing that I need to be adding.
For example, the red one are not the good ones, the impacts on this.
Yeah, so in this way you can sort of highlight which one is the prioritized and which one is the less prioritized in this way. Yes, yeah. Yeah, any more questions, please? I think like, let me share this question. I think it's easy. So I'm just sharing this thing to you all. Basically, you just need to search it. And I think we send this link to you as well. Okay, so I'm just sharing my screen, and then I was actually talking about this SUSE Sustainability Awareness Framework. Basically, you can see most of our lectures is from this anyway. So you can do this practice by yourself. Warm up, scoping. You see, Leila, connecting to your question. Social community, so there is a question, and you get some answers. Trust, you get some answers from there. And then based on that, you know the topics, what needs to be covered there. Environmental question. And then here comes on the SUSE diagram. That's how I put it there. And then you make up the linkage here. And then after making the linkage, you can do the synthesis, threats, opportunities, and actions. Threats, actions, opportunities, and actions. Yeah, that's it. So, and there is an example on page number 13. So basically what I have to, if you want to download this, it's like just a question framework PDF. I just click this and you just can download this straight away. Yeah. Right, so any more questions? If there is no question, right?
Thank you.
Right, so thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you again on 29th, and thank you for your time, and I wish you a happy weekend.
You
Yes,
Thank you.
guys.
Have a
Take
good
care.
weekend. Bye.
Thank you for staying until 5 today. Yes.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's 5, but it's 9 or 10.